Hello friends, a very warm welcome to my channel. In this video, we are going to talk about a company in the transformers manufacturing sector. This is one of the hottest sector in the last couple of years. It is undergoing huge tailwinds and the companies are giving very high growth targets in this sector. It is also believed that this theme, the power theme by itself, is a theme of this decade. So all the companies revolving in and around this theme, whether it is ancillaries, power manufacturing or the renewable space, everything is into the limelight. So the company which we are going to talk about today is Transformers and Rectifiers India Ltd. We have picked this company from your comments in the previous video. And before we talk about the company, if you're new to the channel, please do subscribe and hit the bell icon to get updates of all the new videos that I upload. And if you're not a part of our Telegram channel, do join today by clicking the link in the description so that you join the correct Telegram channel. Every day before the market opens, I share my views on the market and a lot of portfolio and cash allocation strategies which will increase your returns drastically. So let's begin the analysis of Transformers and Rectifiers. This will be the flow of our discussion. We'll talk about the business model in brief. We'll look at the stock performance in the last 3-4 years. We'll understand the financial performance of the last 5 years. We'll discuss why the stock has given such a big rally. We'll discuss the outlook of the management going forward for the next 3-4 years. We'll talk about the valuations of the company. We'll understand the risks of investing in this business at this point of time and then form an overall view about the stock. So it's a very simple business model. The company manufactures transformers and reactors. So in transformers, there are several varieties which we'll discuss in the coming slides. It's an Ahmedabad-based company. It is a B2B model because they supply to different industries which use these transformers and fix them as a capital asset. In terms of capacity, this company has 40,000 MVA capacity at present and they are further expanding this capacity. And in terms of presence, they also export to 25 plus countries across the globe. In terms of variety of products, the company manufactures power transformers, furnace transformers, special transformers, distribution transformers, rectifiers and reactors. So we'll not get into technical details as to what each specifications are that you can refer on your own. This is the wide customer base which the company has. You'll find very well-known names in this, which shows the capability of the company, the trust the customers have on this company in terms of the quality and capacities of the product that they make. So what is different from this company is, other than the regular transformers, they also manufacture high capacity transformers, special duty transformers, which any other smaller companies cannot manufacture. In terms of quality also, they manufacture export grade and thus they are able to compete with the European manufacturers across the globe. Now, if you look at the stock performance, it consolidated for a very long time pre-COVID and post-COVID. As the power theme picked up, people realized that the demand for transformers, which is the ancillary play to the power theme, will have huge tailwinds, and then the stock started giving rally. So earlier it made a high of around 800, 850 and then started consolidating, and due to the good numbers in Q2 recently, it again made a new high of around 900. And due to the recent correction in the market, we have seen some profit booking and now the stock is around 829. If you look at the financial track record in terms of revenue, it has grown from about 750 crores in FY21 to about 1666 crores in the trailing 12 months. So you see a steady growth in revenue except in FY24 where there was a small dip. In terms of EBITDA, it has further grown faster than revenue, which shows that there has been margin expansion. It has grown from about 70 crores in FY21 to 221 crores in the trailing 12 months. Margin wise, there was a small dip from about 9% EBITDA to 6% in FY22, but then onwards there was constant margin expansion to almost 13% in trailing 12 months. In the recent quarter, they did an EBITDA margin of 15%, and the company is highly ambitious that they can further improve this margins to almost 19% in the long run. When we talk about the fundraising of the company, as the company is in growth phase, they have done a couple of fundraising. Once in 2023, they raised about 120 crores through pref issue. And in 2024, they raised about 500 crores recently through a QIP. The company's working capital cycle is quite a little stretched. You see inventory days are around 109, debtor days are around 174. But the company is hopeful that going forward, they will maintain their working capital more efficiently and they'll bring down their working capital days to somewhere around 120 days or 4 months. As the company is in an expansion mode, the ROE will look compressed. It is about 9.33%. And the small portion of the promoters holding about 15% is pledged in this company. Now, what led to the huge rally in the stock? In terms of sales, we have seen in the last 5 years, there was tremendous growth. Margins have expanded, leading to profits growing faster than the sales. And the sector was not earlier into the limelight, which came into the light in the last few years, which led to PE expansion. And all these factors led to a massive rally in the stock, which created huge wealth for its investors who picked up this rally early. Now, so far, whatever the company has shown the growth, that is okay. But going forward, what is the growth outlook given by the management? At present, the company has about 3,500 crores of confirmed orders. And in H1 FY25 itself, they've got about 1,700 crores of orders. They are bidding for close to 18,500 crores of orders, and a portion of this will get materialized and this company will win it. They are doing capacity expansion, and the first phase of the new capacity expansion of 15,000 MVA is going to get operational in Jan 2025. And trial runs have begun for fully automated radiators manufacturing of capacity 765 kV. They are doing backward integration to manufacture everything in-house, and the fabrication unit will begin operations in March 2025. The company aims that in FY26, the company will become fully backward integrated, and this will improve the margins and efficiencies of the company further. They are also open to inorganic acquisition if they get a suitable match. And from the present level of around 1600 crores, the company aims to grow this revenue to $1 billion, which is around 8,000 crores in the next 3 to 4 years. So that is a very ambitious target and very impressive from an investor's perspective. On top of it, they will also look at margin expansion from present 15% EBITDA to close to 19% EBITDA. They will continue to focus on exports and try to grow their export market share, because the company feels, or the company knows, that in European countries which are manufacturing transformers, their capacities are already booked for the next 2-3 years. So there is a sizable order which is pending outside India, which this company can capture. Now, when we talk about the valuations earlier, as this sector was not looked upon much, the valuations were pretty cheap, but now the valuations have got re-rated already. In the trailing 12 months, the company trades at a PE of about 103 and the price to book value of 11x, with a market cap to sales of somewhere around 7.5x. And the last 3 years, median price to earnings multiple is somewhere around 33 times. So you can broadly judge that the valuations are pretty stretched at these levels. Now, what could be the possible risks of investing in this business? There could be a sector slowdown. It may not be a permanent slowdown, but a temporary slowdown for 1 or 2 years due to different reasons. Maybe the government spending gets less, or the industrial demand slows down, or there could be excess capacity. So due to any of these factors, there could be a sector slowdown and the stock may remain in consolidation for a year or two. Valuation wise, if you're buying at these levels, you will obviously not have much margin of safety. That could be a risk. Working capital has to be efficiently managed. It is very stretched at these levels. Talking about bidding huge number of orders is one thing, but executing those is different. So execution risks exist. Competition is always there in this sector, although this company has capacities to make bigger and specialized transformers, but still there is competition. And overcapacity can cause risk for this sector. So now that you've understood the business model of the company, looked at the financial, stock price movement, understood the risks of investing, and also understood the huge growth outlook of the management going forward, what is our overall view on the stock? If you're already holding this company, as the company has clear visibility of growth, the Q2 has been very good, you can continue to hold for more upside and closely track the results of this company in the coming quarters. But for the very first sign of slowdown in the industry or the business of the company, you have to exit because the valuations are pretty stretched. Now, if you're looking at a fresh entry at these levels from a margin of safety point of view, it is not very attractive. So you should wait for the stock to cool off a bit and the valuations to get a little comfortable and then gradually accumulate. Because at this point of time, unless you are a very aggressive investor, there is not much safety from a valuation perspective. But definitely the stock deserves to be in your watch list and should be closely tracked. So that's about transformers and rectifiers. I hope you like the crisp video. I've tried to put all the important points in this 10-minute video. If you like it, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. If you want me to make videos on your favorite stocks, do mention the names of the stocks in the comment section. Don't forget to join our Telegram channel by clicking the link in the description. It's a free channel so that we can be in touch on a daily basis. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.